welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Mistermezss TV. Today we're gonna make a special recipe, all-time American cupcake. And guess what? Red Velvet Cupcake. Look at how gorgeous they are. And we can't wait to start. Look at this. Wait until you try and you're gonna be screaming all day long. Oh my gosh, what just happened to me? Okay, so this is it, American all-time favorite dessert. So let's get into it. Let's get started. For our dry ingredients, we're gonna need 2 cups AP flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And for our wet ingredients, we're gonna need 1 cup of melted butter, 3 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of real vanilla extract. This is pretty much optional. We can add 1 teaspoon of red velvet flavor, and of course our food coloring. So to start, we're gonna sift our dry ingredients. We're gonna start with our 2 cup AP flour. We're gonna give it a nice sift. Sift, sift, sift. The reason why we sift it is to avoid any lump in the flour. Make sure everything can be nice and incorporate. So we're also gonna sift our 1 cup sugar, 2 teaspoons cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. We're gonna sift everything in very nicely. We're gonna also need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon. So that's for our dry ingredients, and we're gonna give it a quick whisk. That's it for our dry ingredient. We're gonna set it on the side. Now space for our wet ingredients. So we're gonna add our butter, melted butter, 1 cup, 1 cup of milk, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. And we have our red velvet flavor. This is optional, but we can still add about a teaspoon as well to bring this tasty flavor. Super tasty. White vinegar, 1 teaspoon to bring this sourness. There we go. And don't forget your red color. This is what brings the color, so we're gonna just use some, in America we really like it when it's very red, so we're gonna drop 2. It's very condensed, so be careful. Add 2. We're gonna whisk it up and see if we need more, then we're gonna add more. If not, we're good to go. So let's give a quick whisk to our wet ingredients to see how red they're gonna turn. When you add them to your dry, you can always add a little more about your desire. So now we have our wet ingredients and dry ingredients, and we're gonna combine both. And we're gonna give it a quick whisk into circle motion until everything is well incorporated. Okay, so we're done with our batter. We put all our dry ingredients together and all our wet ingredients together. So here we are, we have our batter ready to go. So we're gonna put some papers in our baking pan and then pour evenly all the batter together in our cupcake liner, and then we go from there. Okay, so we're gonna put our cupcake liner in the cupcake pan. So with this ice cream scoop, we're gonna pour evenly everything in the cupcake paper. Okay, so those guys are ready to go to the oven. We preheat our oven 350 degrees and we're gonna bake this 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, our cupcake is swimming in the oven. Okay, getting ready. So now place for our cream cheese frosting. In America we eat Red Velvet Cupcake with some beautiful silky cream cheese frosting, and I got a beautiful recipe. Remember in my previous video I got a beautiful recipe up there. I'm gonna put it back for you to check it out. So for now, let's get started on our cream cheese frosting. So for our cream cheese frosting, we're gonna need half cup butter, 8 ounces of cream cheese. To bring some flavor out, we're gonna need, of course, some very nice vanilla extract, and 3 cups of powdered sugar. We're gonna, of course, sift it to bring a very beautiful texture. And then this is pretty much optional cornstarch. You can put up to 2 tablespoons, but it's pretty much optional. You don't have to. So to start, we're gonna use the powder attachment and cream our half cup butter until it's nice and fluffy. So don't forget to scrape the bottom. You always have to scrape the bottom to make sure all your butter is smooth, nicely smooth. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Let's keep going. A little more. Second, we're gonna add our 8 ounce cream cheese. Room temp. Same as your butter, room temp as well. So we're gonna beat that until it's nice and smooth and nicely incorporate to your butter. Let's go. We're gonna scrape again the bottom to make sure all my butter and cream cheese is nicely incorporated. It looks so fluffy already, but let's beat it a little more. And then we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. So our mixture is nice and smooth. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a nice teaspoon of beautiful vanilla extract. We can also add a pinch of salt. There we go. We're gonna beat it a little bit and then we sift our powdered sugar and we just add everything together. Let's go. Okay, now in place for our powdered sugar, we're gonna sift all 3 cups slowly to avoid any lump, because the powdered sugar always have some lumps. So you want to make sure you sift it very good before you incorporate to your mixture. This is what you're trying to avoid, right? Okay, so we have our powdered sugar sift, nicely sift. So now we're gonna incorporate to our mixture, but slowly to avoid a cloudy kitchen. You don't want your kitchen be super cloudy because of the powdered sugar. So slowly, 1 cup at a time, and you turn it on low, slowly on low, until it's well incorporated, and then we turn it on medium. Second cup. We're gonna add our last cup to it. Okay, so we're gonna mix in our last cup and see our consistency. If we need to add a little bit of cornstarch to make it solid, because we don't want our cream cheese too sweet. I believe we have a nice consistency. We're gonna scrape the bottom, very nice for the consistency, but we're still gonna add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. This is pretty much optional, you know, you don't have to put that. But if you want the consistency of your cream cheese last longer, you can add a tablespoon, is fine, but you can add up to 2 tablespoons. So slowly. So this is our cream cheese ready to go, beautiful and silky and so smooth. So now it's time to put in our piping bag and wait for our cupcake to be ready, and then we're gonna pipe it on. Okay, it's been over 15 minutes, about 20 minutes. So now we're gonna check on our cupcake to see if they're nice and firm and ready. Wow, look at that. They're so bumpy, you know. So they're pretty much ready. So we're gonna make them cool down, and then we put our nice frosting on top. So we have our cupcake ready and cold, and now also we have our cream cheese frosting ready to go. So let's pipe them on. So that's my cream cheese, and those are my cupcake. So let's pipe the first one. Look at how beautiful it is. So nice. Look at how beautiful they are. So nicely piped. They all have their own identity. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of crumbs. So that's the same red velvet cake I just made, but I just crumble some on top. Nicely, look at that. So beautiful. Ah. Okay, so this is pretty much it. If you like my video, put a thumbs up, like, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time for my next video. Peace.